Everybody, welcome to some more Rise to Ruins. In the last video, we kind of started out this base, showed the basics of getting started. This video, we will show surviving the first night. So the way it works, the enemies come out at night. Well, start at dusk and night. They come, they attack, and they attack you. So you need to be ready. We've already started taking some precautions. We have a makeshift bow tower being built and a bower being built. We'll show how to use those. And we have the bow tower down here. So let's speed up time a little bit to get those going. We could also do some walls, although for the first night, it isn't really necessary. Second night, absolutely need some walls. But for now, we won't worry about that too much. We're also upgrading our camp in order to have more building slots. But let's change the build priority. We have the farm being built. So we got a bunch of things that should be done anytime now. Camp has been completed. So now we have more building slots. Farm has been built. So we need to go ahead and assign a farmer. So we'll subtract that from the builders and add it to the farmer. Okay, now the bow tower is being built. So they should finish those up. All the gathering assignments from before should be enough to get this all going. One important thing to note, there really isn't any line of sight issues that I've seen yet, so this bow tower is not blocked off by these buildings. It can shoot, so there'll be some crossover. Alright, so our bow towers need ammo, and it's a little small, but you can see the mouse over. The ballista bolt stores, and storage. So we need to get them ammo. That's where this makeshift bower, I think, comes into play. Their whole deal is creating ammunition for the bow towers and some other buildings, and I'll show how to do that. You should know that your citizens can fight. Like if you click on a citizen, where does citizen go? They have slots, so you can gear them up, and they will fight when needed. So, like if you don't have any defenses, they're not the best fighters, and people are hard to come by in the early game. So, you don't really want to have them fighting, but they will engage the enemy if needed. Okay, there's a nice tooltip that kind of describes what we need to do, but I'll just kind of show it for you. On the left-hand side here, when you click on it, there's 2 slots. Let's just make it a little slower it up. There's 2 columns here, make and maintain. And there's 3 things we can build: ballista bolts, quivers, and bows. So we can make, this is kind of like, all right, we have 2. So I want to make an initial 20 ballista bolts, but I want to maintain a stock of 10. Okay, so that means they'll make 20 to start with, and then try to keep 10 in stock. We need another person to do this, called a Fletcher. So we take a builder and reassign them to the Fletcher. Oh, I forgot. We need a lumbershack as well for this. So let's go ahead and build a lumbershack. That is under harvesting, lumbershack. Put that right here. Right here. Okay. So the lumbershack is an interesting building. It's basically kind of automates resources gathering for you. You assign lumberjacks to it, and they'll just, keep getting lumber and stockpiling it. That's what they do. So you don't have to worry about your builders doing it for you like they are now. So right now I have builders. We may need to assign some more wood, so let's do that. Okay, so they are getting wood, so we are approaching evening, so hopefully we can get some ballista bolts. We'll see if we can make it in time. Oh, so I was wrong. It does not require I didn't think it required a lumberjack shack. A lumber shack. So it is building ballistas right now. We can see here that it's already made 2. We can check out if any have been delivered yet. It doesn't look like it. Since nighttime is coming, let's go ahead and assign another Fletcher to that. And we'll just have the lumberjack shack for when we do it. So if the question comes up about getting people, so far I've seen nomads will kind of come during the day sometimes, and if they make it to your settlement safely, they'll join up. So that's kind of what we can expect. It looks like do we have some homeless people? Uh-oh, dusk has arrived. The monsters seem restless. Let's go ahead and upgrade this house. We'll make it high occupancy. I think some people are homeless. This lumberjack place is almost done. Nighttime is coming. All right, our bow tower, if you look down here. The ballista bolt stores, it does have ammo. And does this one have ammo? Yes, they both have ammo. And we are covered. And we do have our buildings covered. Let's assign a lumberjack as well. We'll take a builder to do that. All right, so that'll help keep our lumber stores up. Meanwhile, the builders are working on the high occupancy housing. So we'll only see a couple enemies the first night. So as long as you have some defenses up, you should be okay. And even then, the first night, it goes pretty easy on you. Your citizens should be able to fight them off. See, here we go. The monsters are enraged. It's nighttime. So we should expect some action here. I'll slow it down. Oh, I'll slow it down once we see some fighting. Since you're like a god figure here, you can kind of illuminate the darkness with your mouse cursor. And see if you can find them. There's a bad guy. So let's slow this down a little so we can see what happens. So it's a headless. You can see the damage vulnerabilities, fire, magic fire, health, body temperature. There's all sorts of things. But our ballista took care of that guy pretty quickly. And there is another guy, another headless. Our ballista's taking him out, and you can see our other guy's fighting. Maria was fighting him too. So like I said, citizens will fight. You'd rather not have them fight. The other days do get much harder, so be prepared for that. I'll probably do another video on surviving night 2 because they come in much greater numbers. Probably have to deal with walls and other things. So it'll be interesting. Let's speed up again. So far, oh, there's another bad guy. He is going all the way. He's going to try to cross my entire base, but he's not going to make it too far because of the bow tower. And he is attacking the bow tower, so you can see the health bar is visible. That means it's damaged. I think they automatically get repaired. So yeah, on the first night, they just kind of stream them in pretty slowly. A little fight going on between Avery and the Headless here, but with the bow tower support, no problems. I don't know if you can do anything with the bodies. One thing I'll have to figure out. Oh, you can also do this. You can grab them using your god power and place them anywhere else on the map. So I just tossed them there. So that's kind of one of the things if you need to intervene on behalf of your citizens. The grab button up here can do that, but it costs influence. So you want to use it sparingly. We don't really need to do it that much because we have enough defenses. Thanks to our... Oops. Why am I don't want to... What's going on here? Am I still under a grab? Let's escape. Alright, so yeah, we're still good on ammo. The Fletchers have been doing a good job in keeping those up. Lumberjack, we have 28 wood stored up. We have crystals, we have food. So I'm actually going to take a Fletcher away since we're good and assign him to a farmer. And we are almost through the night. I have, oh, so this grid, oh, we have another attacker coming in, but just a single Headless. I'll show this grid in a second. All right, taking care of. So if you go under data views and range, there's all these grids you can kind of show, which is really cool. Tower range. So that overlays the tower ranges, so you can see we have all of our buildings covered. And if you've ever played They Are Billions or whatever the Conan version is, they do come hard. Like, you know, this trickling in, I was like, oh, it's going to ramp up slowly. It ramps up much quicker on night 3. So, you know, walls will become important. More defenses become important. Okay, so we are getting closer to the end of the night. It is a chilly rain out here. Let's see, any major problems? Building is damaged. One home has no food. That's one thing I'm still working on, is what that actually means. Alright, it's spring, day 2. Summer will arrive in 6 days, and it's dawn. So we have survived the first night. Will we survive night number 2? Probably. Night number 3 is where things get tricky. So we'll have more. Definitely have another video. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, leave a like, subscribe, whatever you want. Anything's appreciated. Thanks a lot.